You might have thought science class taught you everything you needed to know. But there's a stranger, wilder side of science they definitely left out of the textbook. From invisible stars to boiling cold water, here are 7 crazy science facts you probably never learned in school. Let's start with this. Number 1. There's a planet made entirely of diamonds. Far beyond our solar system, about 40 light years away, lies a planet called 55 Cancri E. But this isn't your average rock in space. This planet is twice the size of Earth, and made mostly of carbon under conditions of such high pressure and temperature that scientists believe it may be one massive diamond. Imagine an entire world sparkling with compressed carbon crystal, orbiting so close to its star that a year lasts just 18 hours. The surface temperature, over 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So no, you can't mine it, but just knowing it exists is mind-blowing. Number 2, your body is literally stardust. Sounds poetic, right? But it's not just a metaphor. Nearly every element in your body, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, iron, was forged in the heart of an exploding star. When a star dies in a supernova, it blasts out the heavy elements it created in its core, seeding them into space. Over billions of years, those elements formed planets, oceans, plants, and you. So yes, in the most literal sense, you are made of the universe. Every heartbeat, every breath, powered by the atoms of long-dead stars. That's not science fiction. That's physics. Number 3, there's a gas that can make your voice deeper than Darth Vader. You probably know that helium makes your voice high-pitched. But have you heard of sulfur hexafluoride? It's a colorless, non-toxic gas that's about 6 times heavier than air. If you breathe it in carefully and in a safe, controlled lab setting, it dramatically slows down sound waves in your vocal tract, making your voice drop into a freakishly deep register. But unlike helium, sulfur hexafluoride stays in your lungs longer because of its weight. That's why it's used in scientific demos, but never for casual fun. Still, it's a wild reminder of how sound and air are more connected than we realize. Number 4, space isn't silent, if you know how to listen. You've probably heard that space is a vacuum, so sound can't travel, right? That's true for sound waves as we experience them on Earth. But out in the universe, space agencies like NASA have learned to hear space by translating electromagnetic waves into audible sound. The result? Eerie, haunting audio clips of Jupiter's magnetosphere or the plasma waves around Earth. These aren't sci-fi soundtracks. They're real signals, captured by spacecraft, giving us an entirely new way to experience the cosmos. Space might be silent to our ears, but it's alive with hidden frequencies. Number 5, water can boil and freeze at the same time. It sounds impossible, but it's a real phenomenon known as the triple point. Under very specific conditions of temperature and pressure, water can exist simultaneously in solid, liquid, and gas phases. This isn't just theoretical, it's used in physics labs to calibrate thermometers. The triple point of water occurs at exactly 0.01 degrees Celsius and 611.657 pascals of pressure. In this delicate balance, ice melts, water evaporates, and steam condenses all at once. It's one of those strange scientific truths that reminds us how the laws of nature can twist in ways that seem almost magical. Number 6, you have more bacterial cells in your body than human ones. Well, at least that used to be the belief. For decades, scientists thought that bacteria living in your body outnumbered your human cells by 10 to 1. But newer research paints a more balanced picture. The ratio is closer to 1 to 1. That still means there are about 39 trillion microbial cells living in and on your body right now. Most of them are in your gut, playing a huge role in digestion, immunity, and even mood regulation. In a way, your body isn't just you, it's an ecosystem, a living, breathing partnership between human and microbe. You're not alone, ever. And finally, number 7. Neutron stars are the densest things in the universe, other than black holes. When a massive star explodes in a supernova, what's left behind can collapse into a neutron star. It's only about 12 miles across, roughly the size of a city, but weighs more than our entire sun. Just 1 teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh around 6 billion tons on Earth. That's heavier than Mount Everest. These objects spin hundreds of times per second and have magnetic fields trillions of times stronger than Earth's. If Earth were somehow placed near a neutron star, its gravitational pull would shred our planet apart instantly. And yet, they're out there, scattered across the galaxy like cosmic powerhouses. So, next time someone tells you science is boring, remind them we're made of exploded stars, orbiting a flaming ball of gas, living on a rock in a universe with diamond planets and invisible sounds. We've barely scratched the surface of how weird and wonderful reality actually is, and none of it was in your school textbooks.